From Citi Field in New York, rematch of last season's championship series. The New York Mets and their superstars taking the field against Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers. Dodgers took a thrilling game last night in 13 innings and we're all set for game 2. David Peterson, who hit his stride last year, went 10-3 with a .290, and he's kept that going this season. .286 ERA.
He's been great for the Mets.
Shohei Ohtani digs in against the lefty Peterson.
Ohtani's 17 home runs, tied for the National League lead. Ohtani chases and strike 3 to begin Peterson's day.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Peterson gets him with a slider, and Ohtani down on strikes.
1 out, nobody on. Mookie Betts will come to the plate. He was 0 for 5 with a walk in last night's opener.
Grounds this ball to short. Easy one for Lindor. 2 up and 2 down for Peterson with a nice stretch there from Alonso. All right, so 2 of the former MVPs have been retired. Teoscar Hernandez, the game-winning hit in last night's game. On this 3-2 from Peterson, he swings and misses. A good slider right there, and bookend K's and a 1-2-3 first for the Mets lefty against Tony Gonsolin, who missed all of last season following Tommy John surgery. This is his 5th start since coming back.
Facing Francisco Lindor to lead off, and the first pitch swung on and hit in the air to left center field. Deep but playable. Pages, the left fielder there, and he makes the one-hand catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and the Mets get a 1-out base runner. That will bring up the struggling Juan Soto.
Well, he signs what is the largest contract in baseball history, and so far it just has not looked right. Even regardless of the contract, regardless of the expectations, he's not looked like himself. Flies this ball to center field. Tommy Edman goes back to the edge of the track. He's got it.
A 400-foot out, but just what it is, an out. 2 men away, and Pete Alonso coming up.
He comes in with the longest homerless drought of his career, 15 games. Got him swinging with the splitter.
And it's an inning-ending K for Gonsolin that strands the 1-out walk. So far, Peterson keeping the Dodgers off balance. 4 batters in, really no loud contact to speak of.
Poked to right field by Pages. Soto plays it on a bounce, and the Dodgers have their first base runner of the day.
So a 1-out base hit for Andy Pages.
And it hit him. So he gets ahead of Edman 1-2, and then winds up giving him a gift there. And the Dodgers have something brewing here in the second.
Back-to-back Dodgers on with 1 out. Kike Hernandez, a righty who has seen Peterson well. He's 4 for 8 in his career with a double.
You know, one of the best postseason hitters of this generation. Rolls this ball towards the middle, and it pierces through. Dodgers get on the board first as Kike Hernandez drives in Andy Pages. 1-0 in the second.
Kike Hernandez with an RBI base hit, and the Dodgers take a 1-0 lead.
So they're 1 for 1. Runners in scoring position had 17 such adventures last night with 6 hits in those 17 at-bats.
They've got him at the corners with 1 away for the rookie catcher, Dalton Rushing. Chops it in play. Looked like maybe hit his foot, but instead it just had some weird English on it. Torrens throws down to first, and it's 2-0. It was odd looking.
It hit his shin guard. Non-reviewable, Joe. Non-reviewable. That's an RBI, though.
That's selling it. Peterson saying, how do we miss that?
Peterson didn't even get off the mound.
All right, but a run comes in to score.
Whatever the case, 2-0 Dodgers.
Jared Young coming up. He's had a little bit of time in the major leagues with the Cubs, 22 games in all. And he hit him. Looked like he got him in the elbow or thereabouts.
Rushing, the catcher is saying he leaned into it.
Judgment calls such as that, or the one that we saw on the obstruction call at third base last night. Kike Hernandez was saying the same thing from third. But Young's at first with 2 out for Tyrone Taylor.
Hooks this ball into left field, and that's going to get down in front of Pages for a 2-out base hit. So Taylor stays hot, and the Mets have set the table here with 2 gone in the second.
So the Mets with 2 on, 2 out. Brett Beatty, who's been swinging the bat well, coming up.
This Met lineup has just been a little bit flat for the last few weeks. I don't know why, but the bottom of the order is at least giving you some fight.
Goes after the first pitch here and bangs a base hit into right field. The Mets with a 2-out rally. Teoscar Hernandez overruns the ball. New York's on the board. It's 2-1. It all starts with a 2-strike hit by pitch, and then a 2-strike hit from Taylor and an RBI single from Beatty.
The Mets have really struggled with not only guys on base the last couple games, but they were 0 for their last 11 in runners in scoring positions. That's got to feel good. You see the excitement by Beatty, pointing at all his boys in the dugout saying, here we go.
Dodgers 2, Mets 1, bottom 3, bases clear, 1 out. Here's Soto, flew out to deep center his first time.
Ground ball base hit into center field. Soto with his first hit of the series.
Again, coming into that at bat, 5 for his last 41. So he has a base hit. Still looking for an extra base hit recently. He is on one out. That's the tying man on. And here is Pete Alonso.
Alonso flies this ball to left center field. That's going to find the perfect home in the gap. Soto goes first to third. A long single from Alonso. And two of the struggling hitters go back-to-back right here to put him at the corners with one away.
And now it's up to McNeil trying to drive in a run, tie the game.
On a night after one where the Mets went 2 for 14 with men in scoring position, which has kind of been their MO, unfortunately.
It's Jeff McNeil to first. Freddie Freeman's got it. Goes to second for one. Over to first, a double play.
Oh, baby, what a play by Freddie.
It just keeps happening. The Mets hitting the ball hard, right at defenders who turn it not into one, but into two.
An inning-ending double play keeps the Dodgers ahead 2-1.
Well, once again, the Mets are taking you right to a spot where they have set the table with traffic. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Terren's the tying man at third, Beatty the go-ahead man at second, Lindor on at first. 2 outs for Marte.
Big at-bat right here for Starling Marte, and a 2-1 game in the 4th. Oh my goodness, a check swing tapper up the middle. Rojas can't pull the trigger, and the game is tied. Infield hit Starling Marte, 2-2 in the 4th.
A slow chopper over the mound brings in Terren's. The bases remain loaded. We are tied at 2, and Marte gets an RBI.
And here you go, Juan Soto with the bases loaded.
Well, if there is one area where the spotlight has shone brightest and where he has struggled the most, it is right here. He's 5 for 42 with runners in scoring position. And he takes just off of the inside with a cutter-like slider that evens the count 2-2.
How do you not swing at that? That misses by, what, an inch? Even Gonsolin says, how do you not swing at that?
And so it's 2-2. Here it comes. It is a splitter. It's lofted to center. Edman on the run. Not going to get there. Off the top of the wall. Soto trying to unload the bases. Betts throw to the plate is in time. But Soto delivers a 2-run double off the top of the wall.
The relay gets Marte trying to score from first base, but ultimately it's a go-ahead double from Juan Soto.
He was 1 for his previous 24 with runners in scoring position. An exhale from him and the Citi Field crowd. Mets in front for the first time tonight.
Peterson's done his job so far today. Lineup turns over. Shohei Ohtani will step in for a third time. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Here's his 2-2 to Ohtani.
Swung at and missed, strike 3. Got him with a slider. Very effective inning there for David Peterson. He's got 5 strikeouts. The Dodgers go in order.
This is the 6th time that Peterson has worked into the 7th inning this year. He's trying to get an out in the 7th inning, though, for the first time.
1 on, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Kike Hernandez to the plate. Dodgers have the tying run up there with them. 4-2 Mets.
It's another grounder at third. Beatty goes to second for 1, and there's the third double play of the game.
Around the horn, 5-4, a little dirt, then 3, and the inning is over.
A defining trait for David Peterson tonight. Dalton Rushing leads off. David Peterson into the 8th inning. His career high 7 2/3, and on a night where the Mets desperately needed an outing like this, he's given it to him.
In there, strike 3 call. Got him with a slider. 1 away.
And the 6th K of the game for David Peterson.
He has been in control, and he has dominated this Dodgers lineup.
It's a big hitter for him right here with Ohtani waiting on deck. Wow, walks him on 4 pitches, and Ohtani comes up as the tying run. Pinch runner comes into the game. Ha-Seong Kim pinch running for Rojas. Well, he's made him look bad a couple times tonight at 0 for 3, striking him out twice on that slider. Strikes him out for the 3rd time.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with a slider. Peterson will get some kind of hand if he leaves here. Yep, here comes Carlos Mendoza.
David Peterson, less than 24 hours after the bullpen covers 11 innings, has matched his career high 7 2/3, and he's capped it with a 3rd strikeout of Shohei Ohtani.
And so Diaz now, in all likelihood, will be asked for a 4-out save. He makes his 21st appearance. That's 1 for 5, a home run in his career against Diaz. In there, strike 3 called. He got him on a fastball. Diaz's fastball hit the outer edge. That retires the side in the 8th.
First 2 on for the Mets in the 8th inning. Put some insurance across and try to put this game out of reach.
So 1 out, and Brett Beatty coming up. RBI single in the 2nd, which was scorched.
Slices this fly ball to deep left center field. That's headed for the gap and nailing the wall. Beatty he's knocked in another. He's into second with an RBI double. And a perfect night for Brett Beatty.
His third hit of the game. The Mets now lead it 5-2. And you are hearing and we are witnessing the emergence of Brett Beatty, big league hitter.
So the bases are loaded now for Soto, who is 2 for 4 tonight with a 2-run double that broke the tie back in the fourth. It was his first extra base hit in more than 2 weeks. Got one up right there, bounced along first. Freddie Freeman feeds Miller, and that's the inning. But the Mets get one to grow the lead to 5-2. 3, 4, and 5 coming up for LA. 5-2. The Mets in front. Edwin Diaz looking for a 4-out save. Swing and a miss. 2 hitters, 2 Ks for Edwin Diaz.
3 straight fastballs, then the slider, 1 man away.
On 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night against the Major League average leader.
2 out, nobody on. Mets leading 5-2. Andy Pages coming up for the Dodgers.
Bouncing ball towards the middle. Acuna's there. And the Mets have tied this series up at a game apiece. Pitching masterpiece tonight on a night where they had to have it. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. That is not going to be easy to clean.
That beard is not going to smell nice later.